Production.
Watch them a act for your thing. Watch you not clap when you win. Stay wide with your fake smile. Grave them wants to win. Pussy them not happy if you win happy. It's like the pussy them not happy if you win. Get a youth them not happy if you win happy. It's like the pussy them not happy if you win. Pussy them not happy if you win. Them no office to we make it but we stuck in the G. Have them gal in a me ride I brought the cocky for free. One bag of fake smile but me watching it free. Hey so pussy them not happy for we. Make sure your mother alright, that is a G. Life sweet when they make it and me I feel agree. Go hustle, them not happy for we. Happy for we come from it's like hell in a yacht. You can't walk in on my shows, and if me sell on my shows. Make sure they make your voice, don't make them tell if I'm mute. And when they rise, that's what shade them and get ready for shoot. Show to the star when I'm trying to do, like on the yacht. Fi big house and car, we no back when I stop. Say them rate me, say they like them and I tell her the truth. Millions in the bank, and in a bed they she cute. Hey, pussy them not.
Good production.
Watch them a act for your thing. Watch you not clap when you win. Stay wide with your fake smile. Grave them wants to win. Pussy them not happy if you win happy. It's like the pussy them not happy if you win. Get a youth them not happy if you win happy. It's like the pussy them not happy if you win. Pussy them not happy if you win. Them no office to we make it but we stuck in the G. Have them gal in a me ride I brought the cocky for free. One bag of fake smile but me watching it free. Hey so pussy them not happy if you win. Make sure your mother alright, that is a G. Life sweet when they make it and me I feel agree. Go hustle, them not happy if you win. Happy for we come from it's like hell in a yacht. You can't walk in on my shows, and if me sell on my shows. Make sure they make your voice, don't make them tell if I'm mute. And when they rise, that's what shade them and get ready for shoot. Show to the star when I'm trying to do, like on the yacht. Fi big house and car, we no back when I stop. Say them rate me, say they like them and I tell her the truth. Millions in the bank, girl in a bed, they she cute. Hey, pussy them not happy if you win, yeah. And if them this the thugs, them knock you for free, yeah. Girl wet up like she drop in the sea. On the crib side and not a rockle in nigga. Pussy them not happy for we. Them no office to we make it but we stuck in the G. Have them gal in a me ride I brought the cocky for free. One bag of fake smile but me watching it free. Hey so pussy them not happy for we. Make sure your mother alright, that is a G. Life sweet when they make it and me I feel agree. Go hustle, them not happy for we. Happy for we. Yo we not do this to them. Watch your pussy them I look so go and look at me friend. You're my regular with shame them and do it again. If I no Gucci or Fendi I look it again. Girl number me for the general they do is a 10. And they are just set a grades with school you attend. Everybody have money, whole crew for you spend. And a loyalty we stay true to the end. Hey, pussy them not happy for we, yeah. And if them this the talks I'm not if for free, yeah. Girl wet up like she drop in the sea. On the crib side and not a rockle in nigga. Pussy them not happy for we. Them no office to we make it but we stuck in the G. Have them gal in a me ride I brought the cocky for free. One bag of fake smile but me watching it free. Hey so pussy them not happy for we. Make sure your mother alright, that is a G. Life sweet when they make it and me I feel agree. Go hustle, them not happy for we. Happy for we. Watch them a act for your thing. Watch you not clap when you win. Stay wide with your fake smile. Grave them wants to win. Pussy them not happy if you win happy. It's like the pussy them not happy if you win. Get a youth them not happy if you win happy. It's like the pussy them not happy if you win. Pussy them not happy if you win. Them no office to we make it but we stuck in the G. Have them gal in a me ride I brought the cocky for free. One bag of fake smile but me watching it free. Hey so pussy them not happy if you win. Make sure your mother alright, that is a G. Life sweet when they make it and me I feel agree. Go hustle, them not happy if you win. Happy if you win. She glad to see me, a bag of dollars and a story.
All right, guys. All right. How are we doing? How are we doing, guys? Sorry about that. I was playing my music and then for some reason, StreamYard just chipped, just literally like knock out everything. Literally just gone. Sorry about that, guys. Thank you for everybody for joining in. How are you guys doing today? Big up on yourself. Thank you for joining in. It's an absolute pleasure whenever you guys are in the building. It's a Wednesday. Is it? It's a Wednesday, right? Oh my goodness. We're it's Wednesday already. Guys, it's like a couple days ago I was like, "Oh my goodness, it's Wednesday and then what? It's Wednesday again." Guys, time is really moving though. You guys realize that, right? Time is moving and it's moving so quickly. Big up to everybody for joining in the building today. It's a Wednesday. Yes, it's another Wednesday. It is hump day, as they would say, which means that it's the middle of the week. It's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon, and I'm glad that you guys are able to join in the conversation for today. Big up to everybody. It's a revolutionized era. Appreciate each and every one of you. Again, anywhere in the world that you are, guys, big up on yourself. Guys, I heard that in the UK, it's like so freaking hot. It's so hot. Like people are literally like doing the most just to try to cool down themselves. So, just on the topic of anywhere in the world that you are, big up on yourself, guys. Stay warm, in some, I mean, I don't think there's any part in the world right now. I could be wrong, that probably is having some really, really cold weather, but not stay warm, but stay cool, right? Stay cool because it's hot, it's summer. And big up to everybody, guys. Big up to everybody. We are, how are we feeling? How are we doing today to everybody else in other parts of the world? How is your guys' day? How is it going so far? Big up to everybody for joining in. Let's just check the chat really quickly to see who we have here. All right, so Nando was here from early, early, early. Big up yourself, Nando. Nando said one Mellz badness. Big up yourself, Nando. Thank you for joining in on the conversation today. We also have Untouchable in the building as well, one Mellz. Big up yourself, Untouchable. Thank you for joining in the conversation today. We also have Fire Topics in the building as well. Fire Topics says up, up, up. Big up yourself, Fire Topics. Dean Marshall in the building says, hey, Mellz and crew. Big up. Big up to you also, Dean Marshall. Thank you for joining in. One Side Place in the building. How are you, One Side Place? It's an absolute pleasure to see you here. Big up yourself. Thank you for joining in. Vendetta for Life is also in the building. Big up yourself, One Mills. Big up. Thank you for joining in. We also have Brian Douglas in the building as well. Bless up Mellz Canada show loading. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And I do have some clippings here. Speaking of well, not clippings. What am I saying? Not clippings. But literally, I posted about the Canada show last night. Did I? I think I did, y'all. I did post on my Instagram because again, I promised myself that it's crazy, crazy promo on social media. TikTok over there serving its purposes, dropping my clips over there as far as the show is concerned, ticket is concerned. That's what you guys will find over there on TikTok. And as for Instagram, I want to make sure that the shows, things like that, is just on a constant repeat. That's exactly what I'm doing. So I definitely want to remain consistent with that. Definitely want to remain consistent with that as far as posting and reposting my videos over there on Instagram, just to make sure, of course, that I did all my videos already, guys. I posted some videos last night after I came off live, but for some reason it seemed like those videos are already gone. Hold on, guys. Let me just double check to be sure. What? No, my videos are still there. So why am I not able to see my stories? For some reason, guys, my stories are not popping up. Let me probably like take it off and try it again. I don't know why that's happening. But cause I posted like, the shows and things that's happening, it's good when we keep the momentum going and just kind of show like the shows and things like that that's going. See, all right, there's nothing there. It's telling me to upload and create when I know for a fact that I still have things there. But oh well, it's all good. It's all good. All right, guys. All right. Akeem Moody in the building. How are you doing today, Akeem Moody? Big up yourself. Thank you for joining in. But on the topic, Brian Douglas of the Canada show. That's the show that's happening on the 29th of August, right? I believe so. It's a show happening on the 29th of August. And again, guys, Masicka really has his hands full because literally last night, as I was posting the different things that's happening, different shows for Masicka and what's happening. We can tell that he literally has his hands full because again, don't forget that the St. Kitts show. is coming up this Friday, so we want to stay tuned for that one as well. So summer is here and it's busy. Our artist is busy and he's booked. So big up to our artist based on the things that he has going on. Dean Marshall said more music reviews. Music reviews, like as in what do you like in what way? Dean Marshall, when you say more music review, what I would love I could tell you guys as what I would love to see right now. I would love to see, in all honesty, I would love to see another drop. And when I see another drop, not necessarily a collab, but a single. I would love to see another Masicka single, right around the corner somewhere, dropping. Especially before we get into Barclays. That's one of the things that I am hoping for. Jamal Curry in the building. How are you, Jamal? Am I saying it right? I hope I am, guys. I tend to butcher people name Jamal. Did I say that right? Jamal Curry. One Mellz. Big up yourself, Jamal. Thank you for joining in on the conversation today. I don't think I've ever seen you here, Jamal, before. If you are new to the channel, it will be an absolute pleasure for you to subscribe to the channel. Of course, turn your notification on. That way, anytime I post something, you will be notified. That will be awesome. Oh, awesome. Oh my, I think it's gonna rain tonight because normally I tend to really butcher people name. Oh my goodness, it's such a bad. I'm so bad with that, but I'm glad that I got it right. All right, guys. So, of course, guys, a personal shout out to my members who are part of my membership program. If you have not yet joined into my membership program, guys, don't forget that it's not too late to join. You can click in my bio, of course, and you will be able to, of course, see the different links there. I have Cash App available, I have PayPal available, Zelle available, and I also have Super Chat available, guys. Don't forget to support the channel. Whatever you do is greatly, greatly appreciated. All right, guys. So, of course, make sure that we're liking up the live on our way in, guys. Please make sure that we're liking up the live on our way in, and we are subscribing to the channel. Absolutely, if you are new here, thank you guys for all your support. Thank you for all your support, for all that you do. So crocodilians, all the crooks, everybody, who, love and respect Masicka, make sure that we are streaming, continue to stream the music on all major platforms, guys, all major platforms, Spotify. Literally what I did, I literally threw Bossy in there because again, I want to see the Spotify numbers rising on Bossy. So literally on my set coming on today, before I address you guys, I throw Bossy in there. I was about to throw Slip and Slide, but something happened and StreamYard just like kicked me out, guys, for no reason. I don't know what's happening with StreamYard, but sometimes it happens. Technology not perfect, you know what I mean? So again, guys, make sure we're streaming the music, Bossy, Slip and Slide. We're streaming those songs daily on major platforms, whichever major platforms that rolls your boat, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Spotify, guys, whether it's Tidal, it's Apple Music, Amazon Music, guys. We want to see the movement in Masicka's music. And we know, doubling down on Bossy and Slip and Slide because, of course, that those are the two last drops that he made, of course. We have Tough Ed in the building. How are you doing, Tough Ed? Lock the business without the suit, absolutely. And in a time like this, we definitely want to tell people to mute and watch greatness as it unfolds, guys. I had the opportunity literally today, guys, of literally watching some of Masicka's performances, watching some Sunfest performances, and I was there watching some summer performances, and I think I rewatched not the entire thing, but I was rewatching the Cayman show that he did the other day, and it was just a good thing for literal, for us to see, because sometimes, guys, we want to go back into the archives and we want to see what's happening there. So again, guys, it probably would be a good thing if I probably play one of those videos for you guys today. We can kind of like watch and see the greatness as it relates to Masicka, because again, like, especially what has been rotating in social media, I will not even speak too much on that because again, today is Wednesday. Saturday happened days ago, and we don't want to go back down memory lane. But again, as you guys would have seen, there's so many things circulating in the media, and lots of you guys would have been seeing those things happening where people are doing and they're saying the most as it relates to when it comes to Masicka. But guys, it's a part of it. I want you guys to know it's a part of the journey. Like, nobody attacks, and nobody attacks people who doesn't allow them to be threatened. So if you see somebody under attack right now, if you see somebody getting a fight right now, it's because, right, when people are destined for great things, we have to understand that the fight will happen, right? And this life that we are walking is not about perfection. It's not for us to be perfect, but people will have you thinking, hey, it's supposed to be perfect. Our artist Masicka, he's not perfect, he's a great artist, as we would say. Let me just say a good artist, because we have seen the momentum and we have seen him grow, and we have seen him grow over time. And for him to say he's great, that means there's no room there's no room for improvement, there's no room for opportunities, things like that. And if there's no room, or he's lacking in nothing, that means there's nothing for him to work on, and that means that he's out here being perfect, and he's not perfect. And that would simply mean that there's no room for growth. And every single artist, as we know them to be, there's always room for growth. And Masicka is no different from that. There's going to always be room for growth, and that is what have led him to where he is right now, right? From ever since that we know him coming out on the scenes many, many years ago to where he is right now. And now he's on his way again, guys, to be king. And he's already king. He's already king in his own right. And he is destined for greatness. And when we are in the Barclays Center, we will see that greatness that will unfold. Golden Eye in the building. Up, Mellz, bless up. How are you doing today, Golden Eye? Hope you're having a great day. General Oosh in the building. How are you doing, General Oosh? Big up yourself. Thank you for joining in. General Oosh representing with his Brazil flag. Guys, Brazil is playing right now, and yes, we know that they are winning, I believe. They're playing against Scotland. They're playing against, and they're doing very well right now. So big up to Brazil, even though I was hoping and praying that, they would have lose the match. I was really hoping and praying that they are losing. Guys, and that's just me. Like anybody, I've just listened. Argentina to the world, number 10 straight. Big up to Lionel Messi. But again, General Oosh, I'm sorry, but I was hoping and praying that, Brazil was going to kick the buckets the same way yesterday I was hoping and praying for Portugal to kick the bucket. But, things happen and whatever. But you know how it is. Absolutely. Tuffet say all sit boss realize, yes, guys, the youths are literally rising up. They're rising up and they're realizing their power. And even if they're tapping in and they're messing with certain artists or not, guys, it's up to them. It's up to them. An artist doesn't have to rate, or let's just say a new artist doesn't have to rate and have to fall to the knee of other artists for them to be acceptable. And it's good really when you have artists out there who really show these newer artists that, listen, hey, you can make your own path, you can create your own wave. You don't have to ride anybody else's wave to make it into this business. You just have to work really hard, remain consistent. And that's what we have seen Masicka been doing, working really hard, guys, and remain and staying consistent. Let me just put that out there. We also have Andel one side in the building. How are you doing today? Andel one side. Hope you're having a great day. Big up yourself. Thank you for joining in. General Use, oh well. Hey Tamara, how are you doing today? Hope you're having a great day, hon. Thank you for joining in today. We also have Mark Brown in the building. Big up yourself, Mark Brown. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for joining in. Alrighty, thank you, Mark Brown, for those jewels. Mark Brown, guys, blessing us with some great jewels of the day. Big up yourself, Mark Brown. Those jewels are greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for those jewels.
Pull up our 20 Matica spa. Wednesday, empty barrel. He kill a rock chain like Django. Feel like see them. Ain't true, me say fuck them system. See them style. Run now.
Act like your body.
Run him down.
Oh.
Hey.
Just act like your body.
Alright.
Run. Hey boy, a 50-69 clip. Run.
All right. Thank you so much, Mark Brown, for those coins. They're greatly appreciated. General Oosh says later watching my match. I don't see where General Oosh, big up yourself. Thank you for joining in. All right, guys, to be honest with you, I am not sure how long this live will last today, to be honest with you, because yesterday, to be honest, I was not feeling well, and I probably cut the live maybe like 25 minutes short. And today, let's see how far it goes. I was like, maybe Mel, I should take a break today. Maybe I should take a break. Maybe not. Maybe not. And I was like, because I have some really good people in my corner, guys. Let's just put that out there. And I can remember one of them saying to me, in my head, Mel, at least at least half an hour, at least an hour, you know, that's good enough. And I was like, you know what? I think maybe even an hour. Let's see how it goes, guys. But I really and truly, I was like, you know, as much as I wasn't feeling so great, so wonderful, I was like, let me come out here and then just kind of like, you know, talk to you guys and talk about what's happening, talk about what's happening surrounding the Barclays, what's happening in the space, and you know, and of course, some of the things that we want to absolutely get into as far as, you know, making sure that the Barclays show is an absolute success. And as far as success is concerned, absolutely, we cannot do this on our own. Everybody has to be, you know, it has to be all hands on deck, as I would say. You know, all hands on deck to make sure that the show is an absolute success. So we want to make sure that we are doing this together. We want to get the word out on social media, constantly getting the word out on social media, because in all honesty, when I do go on social media, there's so many things I've seen. When I'm over there on Instagram, people are posting, people are reposting, adding to their stories, and these are part of promotion to get it out there into people's faces. And we want to create that excitement around the show. That's what we want to have, guys. Absolutely. That way people can know that, listen, hey, that, you know, this thing is serious and we have to be at the Barclays. That's one thing. Believe me when I tell you, right? And nothing beats when there's excitement and anticipation surrounding something and make other people jealous, and make other people want to partake in it. So that's what we want to do when it comes to being a part of, you know, the whole Masicka, you know, what's going on for Masicka right now, the Masicka shows happening right now leading up to the Barclays, and of course that anticipation surrounding the album as well. General Usha, we want to hear Mellz. Just Skinny in the building. How are you doing today, Just Skinny? Just Skinny say good evening, Mellz. Pick up yourself, Just Skinny. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a great day. Thank you for joining in on the live for today. It's greatly appreciated, guys. So of course, guys, when we are reigning forever, you know, and as you know, that's my catchphrase going into Barclays, because again, album is forever reign. So my catchphrase out of that is, when we are reigning forever, time is always on our side. Right. So the chitter chatter, guys, as you know, it remains, right? It continues. Well, not remain. Let me not say remain. The chitter chatter, it continues. Right. But we remain focused on Barclays and our highly anticipated album, of course. That's exactly what we want to do. And the shows surrounding, surrounding Masicka, of course, as we make our way up to Barclays. As I mentioned, this Friday, St. Kitts, we're gonna be live there in St. Kitts, and we need all the Masicka supporters to come out and support Masicka. We need you guys there. So of course, Ticketmaster is active and we are selling tickets. Doesn't matter what people are saying. Believe me when I tell you guys, if you guys follow me over there on TikTok or have seen my videos on TikTok, because I have my videos over there going viral. I have one that went viral already and still going viral. And I have some other videos over there going viral, me posting about the tickets and talking about it. And guys, let me say, the things that you would see over there, I'm telling you, the things that you would see over there, people just sometimes, it's social media, they tend to act and they tend to do the most, and that's okay, right? But what I can honestly say, in all this noise, there's solace in this noise, because of course we have genuine people, and when we say genuine people, a lot of great people who are literally commenting and they're excited for the show. They have bought their tickets so far. Absolutely, there are people reposting the video, there are people liking up, and they're sharing some nice message surrounding the videos per se. So again, not because there's one and two negativity, guys, that mean we're gonna get in our feelings or we're gonna feel down, because listen, hey guys, the expectation into Barclays, it's not lowered. If anything, guys, the expectation is even higher. It is even higher, because again, now that we know, right, one show in Grenada, and now that we know, right, not necessarily the power, but we know what our opposition, what they're up to, right, and what they're up to, because we've seen the messages, we have seen how they're talking, and we see we just have eyes on them. Let's just say we have eyes on them, and we'll just let that simmer for a minute or two there, or for a moment there. We have eyes on them. So let's prove our naysayers wrong, people. Let's prove them wrong. So we do that by, of course, going out and we buy our tickets, guys. We have to buy our tickets. We have to support the cause, definitely. So we see some people out there who are doing and they're saying the most. But again, we must go out and we must support the artists. But that does not shake, whatever we are here doing, regardless of what people are saying. The eye focus is on the prize. And speaking of prize, guys, I do have a bit of an announcement that will be coming up shortly. Not today. I want to make sure that I'm at my utmost best when I'm making this announcements. Of course, I do have an announcement that is coming up shortly. Hopefully, before the week is out, I will be able to give you guys this announcement. I do have an announcement to give you guys, of course. So, just gonna leave that there for a second. So, what must happen at Barclays for Barclays to be that word? What must happen at Barclays for Barclays to be a success? What? I can't talk today? What's going on here? So, of course, there's some ideas, and I want to throw those ideas out there at you guys. When we talk about, what could make Barclays successful, it's just things that we can honestly do to keep the fans and keep the momentum going, and we can just keep on, keep our minds on these things as of absolutely we're out here and we're doing the work of, to make sure that the work is a success. Justin in the building. We need to see the album track list. Okay. And you're, of course, referring, Justin, when you say you need to see the album track list as it relates to the new album that's coming out on the 14th. Am I correct? All right. So as far as the ideas is concerned, the impact of the album, of course, the impact of the album, this is something that is important and it's dear to us, for the success going into Barclays. And when you say Mellz, the impact, and of the album, like what does that mean? Of course, the album drops a day before, and people are going to be out there, whether oppositions or fans related of Masicka, they're going to be out there and they're going to be wondering, hey, what's going on with the album is concerned. Luckily for us, we know that when it comes to Masicka, he always create he always create great bodies of work. I literally say lucky for us, but really blessed. Let's not use the word lucky. We're so blessed. We're just so blessed with the artist that really and truly he does great work out here. So what I'm saying, or what I meant to say was, right, he always has great body of work, and especially when it comes to an album. So we know that we don't have anything to worry about there. So we want to use that album, geared towards the momentum as well, to go into Barclay as a part of our success as well. Some things that we can talk about, and just throwing ideas out there as it relates to what we would love to see, right? Maybe surprise guests on the show. What would we love to see? What would the ones like to see? What would the fans like to see? Type of things. These are just ideas that we are throwing out there, right? Ticket sales definitely has to be one of those things that we are indeed pushing, guys, pushing. And when I say ticket sale, which I will be getting to Ticketmaster very soon, right, we're going to be looking to see how the tickets are moving, because it's a must that we go to Ticketmaster each and every day and we pull up and we look at the tickets to see how the tickets are moving. And we have to be open and very transparent with the tickets, guys. We have to be, have to be, because again, why would you only want to talk about things that are happening? Also great, also wonderful. And there's areas, inside of the arena where we want to be like, hey guys, these tickets need some work, and we need to let the ones know that, listen, I know how people mind works. If they feel, complacent and relaxed, things may not get done. And if they think, oh, the tickets are going great, I don't need to, to do much, they might just get relaxed and complacent. But that's not what this is about. We need people to be up on their feet, and we need the momentum to be going. We need a sense of urgency on it, and we need to let people see the entire arena so people can know, all right, then where is the work that needs to be done, and what sections the work needs to be done. So when these people look on the map, for those people, for example, who are saying that, listen, I might be waiting to get my ticket, seeing these areas, they might be like, hey, listen, based on how areas are being sold, or they can see different areas and what's happening in the different areas, that might think to themselves, hey, I may need to make sure that this, I get my ticket right now, because that area that I'm looking forward to, that area is gone, or is about to be gone, type of thing. So we're going to be looking at Ticketmaster shortly. Let's just get in with some of the comments in the comment section really quickly here. Justin says we'll appreciate that. Yes, I'm talking about the album. Yes, Justin, absolutely. I believe going into Barclays with a solid album, which I know that we will. I'm not really worried about Masicka and his album is concerned. But yes, it'd be great, to have a great album to go into Barclays with. Let's see, Jamar in the building here, or Jamari. Did I say that? I said Jamar, Jamari in the building. Jamari say, host, your voice sweet like me could listen to our for days. Mellz, you are give me a pretty girl team vibes. Me I go and tune in because I want to know if it's you in a real life full of data. Like, oh my God. Like Jamari, I literally have never seen you here on this channel, but welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining in on the conversation for today. All right, and thank you so much for your compliments. All right, Justin says, all right, so Justin, you might be a little, well, you might be new to the channel here. So this channel here is all about respect. Everybody is welcome to the channel. So I don't run people off my channel. I really don't do that. So yes, it's a crux channel, yes, regardless of what anybody says, right? However, everybody is respectable in this chat on this particular channel here. So whether it's Vendetta in the chat, whether it's Gaza in the chat, as long as you're not being rude and disrespectful, they are welcome, right? Nobody's being forced to stay on this channel where we all are adults and we make the decision. Well, I cannot talk today, guys. Why? What's going on? We all are adults and we make the decision whether or not we want to stay or not, or we're comfortable in a space or not. And if we're not comfortable here on this channel, we don't have to stay. But as far as disrespect is concerned, I am not one of those vloggers who go out and disrespect people, right? Especially when I literally have genuine friends and family who they are not necessarily Masicka supporter, but they respect Masicka because of me. So the same thing goes, right? When I'm out here in the public, when I'm vlogging, when I'm streaming, the same thing goes. People are allowed to pop up and they're able to share their opinions, right? Things like that. So I just want to put that out there because obviously seem as though you are new to the channel. All right, guys, as we keep it moving along, so we shared some ideas. We talk about Ticketmaster, right? And of course, we're looking for Masicka to make history. Again, it's not a if, a but, or maybe. We want him to, and we would love for him to, of course, make history. And as far as making history is concerned, is to make sure that the show is sold out. A wonderful album, literally transitioning over to the Barclays, and absolutely a performance of a lifetime, and fans being happy and fulfilled. And the next thing coming out of these fans' mouth is when is going to be the next show, or where is Masicka going to headline his next show. So these are things that I think about on a day-to-day period, guys, and these are things absolutely that I want you people to also think about, as as well, as it relates to achieving certain goals and achieving certain things going into the Barclays as well. All right, so I'm going to refresh for a little bit here because I want to spend a little time, as you guys know that we do on a day-to-day basis, looking on Ticketmaster, and we're looking to see what's happening and what's going on here. So here we have Ticketmaster, people. Here we have Ticketmaster. What's going on, guys? At any point in time or any given time, because I'm in Ticketmaster, I'm zooming, I am scrolling, I'm doing all different type of things. If there's something that you're not seeing clearly, you can be active in the chat to say, hey, Mel, can you zoom in? Can you zoom out? Things like that. Those things are greatly appreciated. That way I know that you guys are following along and you guys are not confused and you guys are seeing what's happening on the map. All right, so as I look on the map here, guys, here we have the different areas, and we also have blue areas. We have light blue areas that are almost turning into gray areas. So as we look on the map here, what are we seeing, people? What are we seeing? We're definitely, hold on, let me see something here. Oh, hold on for a second. Hold on. All right, here we go. All right, here we go, guys. All right, awesome. All right, so here we go. Here we go. So as we take a look on the map, what are we seeing here, guys? What are we seeing here? We're seeing areas that are turning from light blue areas, well, from darker blue areas, of course, to light blue areas, guys, and we're seeing areas that are light blue areas that are almost turning into gray areas, and you guys can see that. And if you have been following along and being very active as far as the ticket master is concerned and looking on the map is concerned, you would have also realized that, listen, hey, a couple days ago, a few days ago, listen, hey, we were not seeing so much light blue areas here. And we're able to see a lot of these areas, and we're seeing a lot of traction in these areas. I'm gonna zoom in, that way we can focus and we can look at different areas and what are we looking on. What can we see from the different areas as far as the tickets is concerned here. And as you guys can see from the different sections, we talked about it yesterday. And yes, we're talking about those areas today again, because we want the people to know that, listen, hey, right, don't follow the naysayers, right? As far as that is concerned, those things, they may deter you. Look at look at the map yourself, see for yourself, and know what's happening and what's going on. And we already know from the get-go some areas that have already been taken up from the front. We're not going to talk too much about those front areas, but we want to spend some more time based on, for example, area 7. That's almost completed, almost completely sold out. We're going to be talking about areas like 107 that is behind area 7, so that you guys can understand that, listen, hey, couple of days ago these areas was almost full, and then what we are realizing here is that these tickets, they are going, and they are going fast. All right, Nando said, Mellz, how do you rate Masicka performance? Nando, I don't know, I mean, it's been many days since that Masicka's performance. I am not going out rating performances or whatnot overall, but as far as Masicka performance is concerned, my personal take on the performance, it's not the best Masicka's performance that I've seen. Obviously, we know what Masicka is capable of. Masicka is not out here in the game being perfect or acting like he's a perfectionist. And yes, there was rain from the show, the Grenada show, and I'm not going to use, or I would not say that use rain as a factor, or using rain as as an excuse. Every country is different as far as how fans, they take on to weather, inclement weather, things like that. So for me, rating the show, it's not, I'm gonna say it's definitely not one of Masicka's best performance, or it's not his best performance. Does it define who Masicka is? No, it doesn't. And that's what I would say where that is concerned. As far as the show is concerned. But I'm not gonna out here, I'm gonna say, oh, it's the best performance in the world. I'm not gonna out here say that. At the end of the day, I know my artist, and I'm not insecure. And if there's room for improvement within a performance, which I saw, I mean, everybody eyes are different. There were things that could have been done differently, which I saw. I mean, that does not make me a Masicka hater. That does not make my love for Masicka any less. It's just like it's just like a parent with a child. That child may do things where there would be room for improvement. And I'm not Masicka parent, I'm not saying that, but I'm just using that contrast to make this this example here. So as far as the show is concerned, I mean, absolutely, we have seen greater performances, and we will see greater performances, and it's just one of those moments, but nothing that Masicka cannot bounce back from, which I'm sure he will be able to bounce back from, and that's just it. But thank you for those drills that you sent over. They are greatly appreciated. Hope that answered your question. All right, guys. So as we continue and as we move into what we are seeing here for the tickets is concerned, all right, we know that there's areas almost sold out. We're talking about area 7, area 107. We talked about those areas. We also have area 108. That area is almost sold out as well. Area 109, we have more than half of that area already sold out, and we have different areas moving, as you guys can clearly see from the map here. Those areas are indeed moving as well. And as we make our way around into into the arena, section 16 almost completely sold out. You're seeing that for yourself here. We have other sections, like for example, hold on, let me hover over this because I want to make sure that the number section 13, that's what exactly what it is. We're seeing where section 13, more than half of this section is almost sold out. And section that we don't speak a lot about because you tend to be hiding all the way in the back here, sections like section 115, and we're seeing a lot of tickets. Half of that section, if not more of that section, is already been taken up as well by loyal Masicka fans coming in to support him on his show. Absolutely, on the 15th of August. Section 117, that's another section as well that we want to celebrate because we have watched and we have seen how those section and areas have been moving. Other sections that we want to celebrate as well that are being moved, that has been moving. And more than half of this section is moving up as well. Is what section is this again here? Let me hover over it, guys, because I want to see, right, 124, section 124. We're seeing great traction in that area as well. And section 125, we're seeing greater traction in that area as well, almost sold out. And again, in section, this is 126. 126, we do need a little bit more work in that area. There are some amount of seats sold in that area, but of course, we can do much better in that area. So guys, if you have not purchased your ticket as yet, absolutely, and you want to be mindful that areas like 126 is available, and it's a good area. I'm going to be completely honest, it is a good area to be seated. Technically, you possibly should still be able to see possibly, don't quote me on that, but you should still possibly able to see Masicka, clear and direct on the stage. Or probably there might be a screen here. And then once area 26 as well, section 26 as well. We are seeing some amount of tickets moving in this area as well, especially from the front. And this is also a good area as well, because the only thing from section 26 that would be standing in your way would be from this front section here, from section 3, guys. So again, I love what I'm seeing here. The sections in the back here, we have a lot of work to do here, guys, and we want to be able to implore people, guys, come out, book your tickets, right? These tickets, we need to sell them fast. And we're talking about areas like 219, these areas, and I think this is what 220, 221, these areas that we're seeing in the back here. We want to make sure that we are selling out those tickets as quickly as possible. We have a tiny little area here in the back. Let me just hover over and see. I want to see what section is connected to, because in this little tiny section is a lot of seats that are being sold. If I'm being completely honest with you, hold on. Hovering. Which area is this? I'm not. Come on, hover over. All right, guys, but you see this section here, this little section here. I'm hovering over, and I don't know this section off the top of my head. But absolutely, I hope to see, more movements in all of these back areas that we're seeing here. Because again, like I said, guys, we need all of these tickets, and we need them to be sold as quickly as we possibly can. We're not waiting. Our time is now. Yes, we are seeing blue seated areas, but we must be grateful for the areas in which that we are seeing moving as well from the section. Which section is this part here? I don't think, did I ever in this section here? So section 9, guys. Section 9, is this section 10? I'm hoping this is section 10. No, I'm lying. So section 9, guys, and section 7, I want to definitely see some more traction in these front areas. These seats are also good seats. Also good seats, guys. In section 9, they're going for 246 in this section, and these are very, very good seats, right after those floor seats, right into those areas. We do have tickets that are moving in these areas already, but again, guys, I want to definitely see movements in these areas as well, more movements in these areas as well, filling out these seats from the front, taking over. There's some work I want to see done on section 9 and also section 7, guys. So I implore you to go get your tickets. I hope you guys have already gotten your tickets. Guys, I cannot stress that enough. The urgency has to be there. The urgency, guys. Don't wait. Don't wait. I want you guys to get great tickets, great spots, great spots. And the time is now. I don't want you guys to wait at all. Brian Douglas says, real talk, Mellz. Yeah, like, why wait? I want you guys to go out, and I want you guys to get your tickets, and I want you to get them fast. And don't forget that we have tickets that suits each and everyone needs. Doesn't mean you have to get expensive tickets, right? We have tickets for everybody. Tickets literally for everybody, ranging from $60 going all the way up, guys, all the way up to $892, guys. We have HM one side in the building. Big up yourself, HM one side. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a great day. We're just looking at Ticketmaster as we do on a day-to-day basis, coming here to check to see how the tickets are going. And again, tickets are indeed moving, and we are just imploring, checking on the areas that we need to see a little bit more work done for those areas to be filled in as quickly as possible. Right. So, guys, make sure that we're going out and we are getting our tickets. We don't want to wait. We want to do what we need to do now. See how early I bought my tickets? I bought my ticket from early, and now I'm sitting waiting that we have other things to worry about. I don't have to be worried about my ticket, guys. So, again, make sure that we are going out and we're getting our tickets, guys. Right, because remember that Barclays could change. Barclays, guys, could literally be a forever change as it relates to Masicka. It's a big deal. It's a really big moment for the artist, and we want to definitely be out here to support him, whatever that he's doing, of course, from his shows, each and every one of his shows leading up to this great event. And it's really a forever changing career moment for him. And what does those bigger career moments, what could that look like? What could that look like for Masicka? It could look like, bigger international bookings as well, mainstream recognition, because that's what we want to see more of, and more US touring. And that's what we want to see. Masicka touring US, Masicka touring Europe, all of these things that we want to see. And this is an opportunity for us for that, to happen. So we are focusing on ticket sales, right? As we just did, we talk about Ticketmaster ticket sales, the album meeting expectation, of course, and the album producing major hits, and the album creating that excitement going into Barclays, the album expanding Masicka's audience, and so yes, the album strengthening the momentum of the Barclays show. So one thing leading up to another, guys. So many great things to look forward to, so many great things leading into the next. So we just have to make sure that we are out here executing as well, guys, as far as the Masicka show is concerned. Anybody else have bought their tickets, thinking about buying their ticket? Do they need any support? What do they need? What do we need going into Barclays August 15th? Any questions about Ticketmaster, or anybody else have bought their ticket? Because of course I'm hoping that other people would have bought their tickets as well, and not wait. That way we can be ready to be in the Barclays Center, guys. So creating the excitement around Barclays, and just make sure, and of course, wanting to see the ones there live and direct, definitely supporting the cause, definitely out there, buying their tickets and not waiting, right? No waiting games around here, guys. No waiting games at all whatsoever. We want to make sure that we are, you know, we are in the Barclays, we are in the Barclays, we're in the Barclays, and that's what um we want, guys. So of course 2026, the year, it's a big deal. It's definitely a big deal for Masicka, so we want to make sure that we are here to support. Different tickets, different sections that's available, guys. Whatever rows your boat, Ticketmaster has you covered, so make sure that we're going out and we are indeed buying our tickets as well, guys. So let me see what else here. Let me see. Alrighty. All right, guys. Really, I do have a few videos to share with you guys. As we transition based on different things that is absolutely happening in this space. As you guys would have seen from my topic of conversation for today, you would have seen Masicka album and Barclays, right? So anything Masicka album, Barclays related, we want to definitely make some conversation surrounding that. And of course, Masicka live in St. Kitts, and that would be this coming Friday. And plans for how Barclays can be a success. And one of the main things in order for Barclays to be an absolute success is we just have to make sure that we are coming out to support our artists as well. And that those are things that are important. Those things are important to us. All right. Let me see, because let me have some videos I want to share here. Let me see. Super excited, guys, to see our artists perform. Most definitely, guys. Most definitely. So, we want to definitely see him. Absolutely. HM, once I say powerful song, definitely element of surprise, of course, guys. Presidential we roll up, right? They're celebrating a king, right? And we're going to be in the Barclays to celebrate that moment, be a part of that moment, guys. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. I don't know how you guys are feeling, but I'm just so super excited for his performance. And just to be in his presence for the first time, that is something that is going to be so surreal. And I just cannot wait for that moment, guys. And speaking of moments and speaking of Masicka, guys,
from Mexico, everything nice.
all right. So in the world where you are, guys, in the world where you are, anywhere that you are, all right, guys, the impact when it comes to Masicka, it is real. All right. And even though you'll have people try to downplay that, guys, just believe it's real. All right, we have DL Citadelian in the building. Big up yourself, DL Citadelian. How are you doing today? Big up yourself. Thank you for joining in on the live for today, guys. So, I came across these videos today, and as I was just reminiscing, I was like, you know what? It's such a good thing to show the fans and just remind the fans, of the greatness, and just let people know, and just let the people really know, that listen, hey, like, once you're great, you're great, and that's one of those things, and we'll just shake off and we'll just move again, because that doesn't change anything, that doesn't lower anything. We'll just keep it moving, right?
Had the whole crowd for this one. Yeah, Masicka had the whole crowd for this one.
All right. What are we? We're just seeing, performance, clips or whatnot. I mean, based on our artists, based on the things that he's out here doing. And we're just, we're just grateful. We're just grateful for what he's been doing in the space. We are just grateful for the things that he has accomplished so far and the things that he will definitely accomplish. So again, it's just great moments, guys, great moments. And that they cannot take those things away from us. Speaking of great moments, and consider that I got asked the question by Nando earlier based on the topic of performance. I want to share one of my, hold on guys, I have so much video, so much clippings here. Oh my days, where is my video? I literally saw it earlier. Hold on, here we go. I want to share one of my favorite moments of Masicka's performance for this year. Definitely one of my favorite performance. And everybody have their own, to each is his own. People say, oh, this one was mine, that was mine. But again, it's just one of my fave. And we're just gonna just watch a few clippings, well, a few moments from this one, and then we can move on to something else.
Second time, and the club look good. Club look good. Help me welcome them on the center stage. The one and only Masicka.
Call it good, don't call it good. What do you want to reach is on the time to go? Every time you go, super family is a podcast without the block. Here for cheer feed and pass it. We have a temperament in a blast the shop. Riches and close up, pass the cup. What do you want to say again? Come the box. Good. Let the day slip along it. Let the day slip along it. Put it on the bed, switch the yard. So we can come to it, sing it alive. Let's get the money to the yard. We're probably going to make it and it's
All right, guys, love what we're seeing here. Love what we're seeing here. As it relates to Masicka, performing in Cayman Islands. This was for me one of those shows that I really, really, really enjoyed. One of my favorite for the year so far. And as I was just reminiscing today, I came across this video and I was like, what, let me just reminisce and just play it for the ones them who can relate. We had a lot of fun on this one here in Cayman Islands.
You know, the game on island is like a pull away from you, right? Right. Can you know me just a warm up? You know I think I big up the dancers in the place. Big up all the beautiful ladies that again, you know it now. I one side to the landslide and ain't no other. You understand? Squeeze it again, the engineer. What do we show the side concert in a Cayman Island? What do we Masicka concert? Jump in the line, it's in the control. What do you mean about? Hey, what do you do? Come in. Jump in the line, it's in the control. Let me bandit, and the muscle can be gone. Jump in the line, it's in the control. Wanna become that's it for that Genesis.
Diana this year in the building. Big up yourself, Diana this year. How are you doing today? Hey, real kid, how are you doing today? Real kid's outside. Big up yourself, real kid. How are you doing today? Big up on yourself, guys. If you guys are just joining in, guys, make sure that we're liking up the live. We are subscribing to the channel if we're new here. We are also supporting the live as well, guys. As we're here, we're just reminiscing, guys. We're reminiscing as relates to Masicka and his performance. Pull this one from the archive from Cayman Islands, because this is one of my favorite performance for the year so far. So we're just here taking it in as we see the ladies, they're loving up on Masicka. As we can see here, people screaming and they're singing, and things like that. We can tell from the energy and everything like that. So we're just reminiscing here. Cobalt Uptown in the building. How are you, Cobalt? Big up yourself. Thank you for joining in on the live for today.
All the beautiful ladies, can you scream for me again, please? Go on to the help me sing that one, yeah. When you can help me sing that one, yeah. Image, sign up with. Wanna go get y'all from the camera, yeah. And show me. Tell them I'm going to tell them all I know. Me I get them down up on me. Just before me find the paper, can't put out my hand. Create about them. Need a chance to create a business. More than a bounce to get nothing for some to create a business. You can do it with your religion, but it is your heart. Can I give it your life like half the same that I done it? She just so up in the left, I thought she could have been on the step. Look at my nigga cut, and what she wears the bus life. I be about bush weed that in the place together. So you want to know if you approach the ladies there. Them down the style, they want to the end of the city again. Hold on to them. Hold on.
All right, big up to DL Citadelian for those flowers, jewels. Big up yourself, DL Citadelian. Thank you for those jewels that you sent over. They are greatly appreciated. Thank you for those flowery jewels.
Pull up our 20 Masicka spa. Benz, empty barrel. He kill a rock chain like Django. Feel like see them. Ain't you me say fuck them system. See them style.
Run!
Run now.
Act like your bad then.
Run him down.
Oh.
Hey.
Just act like your bad.
Alright.
Run! Hey boy, a 5069 clip. Run!
All right, thank you again for those jewels, DL Citadelian. They are greatly appreciated. Thank you also for Cobalt for that contribution on that PayPal. Thank you for that $5 contribution on the PayPal. Cobalt Uptown, that is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for that contribution.
Pull up our 20 Masicka spa. Benz, empty barrel. He kill a rock chain like Django. Feel like see them. Ain't you me say fuck them system. See them style.
Run!
Run now.
Act like your bad then.
Run him down.
Oh.
Hey.
Just act like your bad.
Alright.
Run! Hey boy, a 5069 clip. Run!
All right, thank you for that donation on the PayPal, Cobalt. That's greatly appreciated. Diana this year says he did a good performance at Sunfest also. What year are you referring to, Diana? Let me know the year that you're referring to from Sunfest.
All I will spend more money to come in. Let me see some signal. All I want some money in their pocket. Let me see some signal. This all I will spend more money to come in. They're looking at cars. Create a line of time and a live PSC. Remember what I'm telling you, sir. Create a line is not come away from home. Any Jamaicans in the crowd. Everybody from Trinidad in the crowd. When people are from Kenya Island, what we are talking about? Hey, tell me I live. They pull up and they dig their water. So we got this one of them out of the water. I'm in the mix, I'm in the drama. I want to call. Voilà. Voilà. You want to go on, you know? The bad men will have time to go down. We're going to take violation. I don't care if I'm not saying to the kid. Listen, y'all. We'll just come up, copy, copy. Nothing in that. Don't count traffic. We don't fly, kicking that chest, you know. We're not just checking that. We get skin now. Force the thing. Something like this in the time when never let it. Take a step like they could have found for them. Boy, that you want your dead bad man. Don't let some more say it now. Don't let it go. Check the office and make you. Don't let me sit down on the model. Don't let me sit down on the model. Yeah. Don't let me sit down you want to. Voilà. Voilà. We can't party with the ladies then. We can't party with the ladies then. What we say? Voilà. Cause of the way to come. Jesus. Cause of the way to come. You just of the way to come. On the face of the day, we're never breaking the face so that we can let you do. Hey! Please come back! I'm going to give up this in the body, I'm going to give it so that you walk your body, to be that you walk it, talking your love, because they could have. You know you in the heart, so I go past it, and get away from you. Oh, next time. What was that? Tell me your love with me, say you want the right squeeze. She did it and she cried. You put it deep, put out and I. Oh, next time. Go because of a break up, I will come up with break up, and nobody no play no black. What was that? This song's on me. What was that? What's the hell? Let's go to board like that. 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 One side now. That's our cello. It's all a clock. It's over. Hotel kitchen tower. Shop be closed. 17 shows of the shot cover. Fucking icon. Some not have it. Sunfest. In the worst night there, there's a bad lightning. I one side to the landslide. And we run mobile. We say Sienna, we say Canterbury. We say Rosales. See you looking over here. The dog starts selling white stall, a coffee store. Hot high kitchen now. 17 shows of it. What's your Hey, Sunfest. Double killer. Oh, my God! One long time with a mix. Show the target! Masicka! We are the brother!
Fresh drop.
We are the anthem.
Let me see everybody out here. Let me see everybody out here. Hey, Sunfest! The dog starts hello, it's all the coffee store. Hot high kitchen tower, shop and close. 17 shows of the shop. Yeah, the killer. Me no mix or drink. Remember me full of chips like drink. Run the man the car. Hold it up here, man. Hold it up here, man. Young skull with the 17. Together, hold on. Give me the 7. Can't jump the night, Lord.
Boy, the talking guy, God. Running my child on the night. See the king and take your life. And the mockers steer up in night cloud. But this never could up a night cloud. I told shows, I want. No, we're not told the up night glove. Yeah, we call, ready ball, the king and the cast of the proud. Smaddy fall up, white sheet, I rough up your body. Night sheet, come with you. You want to what my we don't care who's shot 70 shoot of it. Hey, mommy! Yabby killer, yabby killer. Yeah, yabby killer, yabby killer. One side, we don't need
Hold on, let me see if I can see.
Never knew something, can't test it. Some first.
Fresh
When
drop.
Mr. Rich and a joke me a make. Mr. When Mr. Rich talk what does a chat that cause it easy, a 4-letter word. I'm a woman, me can't tell you something. Spend me money for you, cause you fine. Do your hair and your nails get a ride. Oh, yeah. Richer, me say it every time. Spend me money for you, cause you fine. I do your hair and your nail get a ride. No girl care hotter your outside. Richer, me say it every time. Spend me money for you, cause you do your hair and your nail get a ride. What me do? Put you in a daily test in a the time. What say that? Never knew something, can't test it.
2025.
Hey, Jamaica! Bloodline are just the bloodline out from the battlefield. And touch find them about mine out the road me a bit. This city can't keep close up. When some warrior for real, me see some. Road mine and go to war. Road mine and go to war. I'm trying to kill your dreams. I'm on a time to touch it. Before piping a bit. More life in a day. Them bury me up. Put up before them. Elemental surprise. Surprise. From the church and the flies. Presidential will roll. I want side to the landslide. Hey, something. His cars are bad and his cars are real. Hey, Johnny, balance it before you started. Good night, Jamaica. Good night, Reggae Sumfest.
Love you, look.
I'm a beautiful ladies. Can you scream for me, please?
Love you, look.
Yes, straight up. And this might be my last Reggae Sumfest, you understand? Because I can't take the style thing now. Bad boy. Ready now, Jummy?
Come them.
Hold on. Let me see some phone light. What me I talk about? Phone light! Count up family the first time I never look back in a car in a reverse. Poverty the first time and the... Me say me I'm baddest artist. I mean that. Who are you giving the 7th now, my best friend? Hey! Let's have it down, pop here, there. Come on, people, take a bit of time. Now, go across the road, take time, go. You don't have to take a money. See a bunch of coming up. Be a dumb packet and a set man. Go, you kick the time. Count up a minute the first time and never look back in a coming up. Papa think of the first time and the second time. And the time of the again. And the time of the count up a minute the first time and never. Listen me jump up, crazy up there. First night, oh, and I bring the pussy to the next side. Now, what us, you won't have it right. Now, look at me, think that's what the end right. Yo, Mr. Mate, mad in the morning, I see.
Them number.
And you know when me mad in a something.
Mad in
And me a
my
boy in the bed, no friend, you hear that?
I want them, come here.
When the one side facts them, then I'm mad in you. Push me soon now, wait, sir. Let me soon now, wait, sir.
Who have the phone there?
Me send me the one at the top of the hill. John the 9 crime with that.
I not you.
Squeeze that again.
One side.
Come them.
See it here. See it here.
One
See
side.
it here. See it here.
One side.
Them send no more bad ones.
Keep it clear.
Them coming to keep it clean. Give me the 7th. Mr. Miloney at the top of the hill. John the 9 crime with the second skill. John 29 on you. Jack's fucking 9 crime at the top. You want me to pick up the rest of the run up on the professional packet. Jeff and Jeff the team, the money. 2 fucking 9 crime with that. Give me the man for the money for this. I'm gonna let the roadside today. Stand on about 3 outside in. Pull up. Tell them stay cute. Got them name cute. If me come in and belly what a great youth. Me can't sing the chorus. 7th. Line. Big beer down, just have to get my mind. Hey, shine, red, pen, red.
class. Yeah, no.
Hey, Canterbury. Hey, CLM. Hey, Rose Hey, Reggae Songfest. What did you want Masicka fans them there?
What it up?
Hey, boom. Hey, this is not a farm. Louis V. don't go for farm in the Masicka. What is it not a farm? Get me my shot in the block. Bro, that's not a farm. We don't go to water. I forgot how to get that. You can't get to the 7th.
The farm.
Come on, that's over. But this fucker talking, I put out some party hill and touch up get a half in. I dance to come the right one. It's a party. What if you get it and tell you get a yacht to top? Top farm bossing, and can't farm it. And start, one which is a cup and dance, get the kind of shot to fire them. When I got the big stop out here. Tell them now, forgive me the credit, tell them put it for them. Get them in the, let them clean for them. You can't give me the 7th again.
Give me 7.
Listen me not a farm. Louis V don't go for farm in a party dance. And it run the to farm. You know the ice we got hard.
Proper.
Stop it.
It's for it.
Full of it. Come in and rush it. What do we one side fans them in a song fest tonight? Let me see some signals, sir.
Talk to your fancy.
All my beautiful ladies, can you scream again for me, please?
Performance.
Play it. You have some boy rich and switching a life. Balance it. You have some boy post up girl every day. I mean, I see them post their mother. All I will love their mother in that crowd. Let me see some signals, sir.
Push up behind them.
All I will know is if they make $1 million tomorrow. Them now sell out.
No time.
Some boy, your opportunity friend. Them can't trick me. I shot people in their face sometimes. We can't tell us about. Mix me low. A change is in life. Jump on a plane, it's me. Hey, mommy can't complain. My life I got the changes in life. No more training. Pocket full of debt. Changes in life. For what it not changes. Changes in life. You see it up at the studio, everything up here. But nothing to play the night when them a play here. Yo, the dreams them too big, but I feel see ya. Large as it to the thing, brother me. Give them a last. I share a plate. Man, I even have a place. I mean, now we are not here. Yeah, but touch might not real. Share the fear. Them so me now to make it. Me and the BS. You general. All I would never sell out yet in a reggae song class. What me I talk about? Give me the 7. Changes in life. Jump and I play it in life. Can't complain. My life are not the same. No more changes in life. Pocket full of dead. Changes in life. Pocket full of dead. Man, I talk about changes in life. Changes. And some says are changes. Changes in life. This is some says are changes. Changes in life. And this is rough gutter.
That is it, people. That is it, guys. Sometimes I have to remind people We have to remind people, man, a sing a fret. The man a sing a fret. HM one said, big up at himself, you know. HM say, who vex, dancehall, hitman. Look at versatility. Absolutely, man, a sing, the man does. Right. So, guys, it's not a conversation of whether or not our artist can do it, guys. We know that he can. He has done it before, and he will do it again. Right. So, again, guys, sometimes we just have to remind people, we just have to, you know, we have to let them see what's going on, type of thing. So, it's a good look. It's a really, really a good look. It's a good look, guys, as we look closer towards Barclays, as we make our preparations, guys, you know, as our anticipation heightens, you know, that's exactly what it is, guys. Exactly what it is. Nothing changed. We CM1, right? We had the topic CM1, one side croc CM1, us CM1 going into the Barclays, guys, and getting this great energy. And we feel it. We feel it. We know it. We saw, the, you know, 7 minutes on that performance just now, and we can see it. We can feel it. Just imagine, guys, if we're there in the flesh, which we will be there in the flesh. It's gonna be a crazy moment, and we cannot wait. So it's important for us to go out and get our tickets, guys, and be a part of the greatness. You can feel, so you can feel it. Right, you can feel the greatness, guys. So coming August 15th, you know where we shall be, right? You know where we shall be coming this August 15th, right? Without a shadow of a doubt. That's exactly where we will be.
Look at that, but this a big town, yeah. I sound that.
All right, guys. Guys, you know how it is. You know what time it is, guys. You know, I promise you guys an hour. And here I am, an hour and 30 minutes after. And I kind of want to, you know, I want to end on a high for today, because again, you know, if you guys weren't here earlier on, again, today I'm not feeling my best. And I was like, you know, I still want to come out here and at least do majority of my live today. And you know, I think that I've done, you know, 1 hour 30 minutes into the live, and it's just always a good thing where we can come out and talk about the artist. And I wanted to come out here today, regardless of the fact that I was not feeling 100%, to talk about Masicka and share with you guys what's happening in this space, and remind you guys of the greatness that we have. And you know, for you guys to understand that, you know, that the higher the eagle soars, right, the higher the eagle soars, just kind of remind you guys of that beautiful quote on that of the eagle, guys. Understanding that the higher the eagle, you know, that the higher the eagle soar is because of the storm, and the rougher the storm, the higher the eagle soars. So the man who hides his fire burns the longest. So we just want to be mindful of those things. We want to be mindful that the race is not for the swift, but who can endure. Right? It's not a sprint, but it's more so a marathon. Right? We live and we learn, and we grow. Right? And we just want to show up, show out, and just remind others that we are destined to be a part of the greatness of dancehall, and we are a part of that greatness in dancehall. So as we come to an end today, guys, I just want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming out on the live for today, for supporting. I appreciate each and every one of you, as per usual, joining in on the conversation and just reminiscing as it relates to our artist is concerned. So again, don't forget, guys, Masicka album and Barclays, right? That's two things that's loading, of course, guys. And of course, Masicka is live in St. Kitts, and it's gonna be this Friday, June 25th. So as we continue to plan for Barclays, guys, and Barclays success, we hope to see you there at the Barclays. I will be seeing you guys soon and very soon. And you know, seeing you guys soon and very soon. And when I see you, I hope it's at the Barclays, right? Soon and very soon. Of course. All right, let's see here. Brian Douglas said this is missing at his new show, a bands that energy we want to see. Absolutely. Right. And we know that he's capable and he's more than capable. And this is something that we will definitely see, Brian. So it's good to just remind you guys, of course, what our artist is capable of. And definitely, play those videos that way you guys can see, of course. General Ush, thank you for the flowers that you sent over. Thank you for those jewels. They are greatly appreciated. Big up yourself, General Ush, and thank you for those jewels.
Pull up our 20 Masicka spa. Wednesday, empty barrel. He kill a rock chain like Django. Feel like see them. Ain't you me say fuck them system. See them style.
Run!
Now.
Act like your body.
Run him down.
Oh.
Hey.
Just act like your body.
All right.
Run! Hey boy, a 5069 clip. Run!
All right, guys, 56 in the clip. Thank you to each and every one of you guys for coming out today to support me on the live for today. Yes, I know that it's a little bit short today. It was short yesterday, but guys, believe me when I tell you, like, I am not 100% like feeling, but I will be back on track soon enough. Don't worry about it. But again, I rather to come out and give 3/4 of performance into my live, or the amount, well, most of the amount in my live versus not showing up at all. So just wanted to come out here and just deliver the content today, and I'm glad that I was able to. So big ups to each and everybody. Brian Douglas, big up yourself. Thank you for joining in. And HM1 said, of course, big up yourself. Thank you for joining in today. Vito, big up yourself. Thank you for passing through. Diana this year, thank you for passing through. Big up yourself. Real Kid, big up yourself. Thank you for passing through. And Cobalt, big up yourself. And thank you for that donation on the live earlier. Big up yourself. DL Citadelian, thank you for passing through. And thank you for those jewels that you sent over there. Greatly appreciated. Nando, big up yourself. Thank you for passing through, and thank you for those jewels that you sent over as well. Big up yourself. Thank you for joining in. Justin was also here. Big up yourself. Thanks for joining in. Just Skinny also here. Big up yourself. Thank you for passing through. General Ush, big up yourself. Thank you for passing through as per usual. Thank you for your continuous support on the live. It's greatly appreciated. Mark Brown, big up yourself. Thanks for joining in. Mark Brown did give us some jewels on the live. Also, big up yourself, Mark Brown. Thank you for those contribution. Tamara, big up yourself. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for your contribution to the live. Andel was also here. Big up yourself, Andel. Tuffed was also here. Thank you for joining in. Golden Eye was also here. Big up to everybody. Jamal was also here. Big up yourself, Jamal. Thank you for joining in on the live for today. Dean Marshall was also here. Big up yourself, Dean Marshall. Thank you for joining in. Warren Mothersfield, big up yourself. Thank you for joining in today. Akeem Moody was also here. Big up yourself, Akeem Moody. Thank you again for joining in as well. Vendetta for Life was also here. One Set Place was also here. Fire Topic was also here. Untouchable was also here as well. Big up to each and everyone, one and all. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming in today on the live, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Much love and respect, guys.